There is an investigation going on, and we are addressing it.
Is that person still employed who's involved in that?
Yes, he is.
Hey, Leonard, how does one weaponize internal affairs?
There could be a couple different reasons for weaponizing internal affairs. It could be in a personal attack, an agenda from somebody higher above. It could be because past incident with that employee. Maybe the powers above don't want to create any riffraff because they've got a whole separate agenda to promote. So by not making too much noise, that investigation that should have been thorough is not thorough. That could be also used as weaponization.
Right, so weaponization can cause not all stones to be turned.
Absolutely.
To conduct a thorough investigation. So let's kind of walk to this. So we work together. I call internal affairs and say, hey, you know what? I want to report misconduct against Leonard. What should be the next step?
Okay, so
yeah,
a good investigator would call the command where we work at and say, hey, I just got this. Do you want to do an inquiry? You want me to do an inquiry before we launch an official investigation to see if there's any root problem? That's something that could be handled maybe through mediation or training before it gets to the status of a complaint.
Let me ask you this, though. When you call the command, are you somehow, some way trying to do a preliminary investigation and find out what actually happened?
Yes. Yeah, we have an obligation to do that.
Let's just say there's contradicting stories.
Yeah, then I think at that point, then we should launch an investigation and let the facts fall where they are.
Okay. We launch an investigation against whom?
The accused, right?
Right.
Because you're making a claim against me, I'm the accused.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but let me ask you this, though. So the person that brought it up, and let's just say that story is completely just frivolous. Why doesn't that party, have some consequence?
Yeah, they're probably going to try and hide behind the whistleblower protection, right? But there should be consequences if you maliciously called IA and put a case on me when there was no merit for it.
Anything that we can do to avoid it?
I think the inquiries are important before we launch to the next step of actually buying a CF number.
Are we saying that when you make that inquiry, are we automatically just buying a control file number, which is a CF number, or we're cutting paper and just doing an IA without doing a pre-inquiry whatsoever?
Yeah, just like in the field as a field supervisor, when a citizen wanted to make a complaint, we have to do an inquiry. Okay, well, who's involved? What are the details? What's going on? And then at that point, you'll have a determination, yes, we're going forward with a complaint, or no, we're not. This is a minor training issue. It's not misconduct.
Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it.